Okay. So, this is kind of a continuation of the last one. Like, I know they're all kind of a series, but I wanted this to kind of show what a possible alternative to the Thunder for those setups were. And so this one involves an Ansel Shield. The Ansel Shield is good because it gives you a little more durability, a little more survivability, and you still have everything that you could do with the last build in your storms. Now, I get a little overwhelmed here. Ow. But here is our Ansel Shield. And the Ansel Shield is a support weapon. At level 12, it has 95,000 hit points and that amount of regen. Although, that said, it's worth noting that my Ansel, I think it's only level 9. But it's just kind of... It's a gold heavy weapon, so it's more expensive to upgrade. But that's just kind of like a side note. The Ansel is used a lot on Lancelots, because the Lancelot is already a tanky bot with its physical shields. The Inquisitor is less tanky. It still has more health than a Griffin, and it has the stealth, which gives it some more survivability. But the Ansel, you can do some interesting things with it. Now, like, it comes and goes. Like, of course you don't want to be stupid about it like I was in the first clip. But in this clip, I last quite a bit longer because I'm more careful. As part of the biggest benefit of an Ansel Shield is, well, you can protect your teammates and your friendlies like that, which is wonderful. But the thing is you can lose most of your Ansel health, and if you're careful and you get to cover, you can recover and regenerate your Ansel health. So, like, physical shields, now frankly I think they should, like with the shock trains, I think physical shields should probably just stop and end, like, break the chain. I think that would help balance them, but that's kind of beside the point. Like, just with physical shields, they're constantly losing health until they explode. An Ansel Shield can regen up back to full health, which is incredibly useful if you can survive an encounter. Like, if you survive your first encounter like I did with this thing, then you can have, like, a fully charged bot for when you go and do another encounter. And like you can see here, up close, the storms are very, very useful. Now, I'm at full health right here. However, see, I don't know, do I get the beacon? I got the beacon. And at that point, that's all that matters. So I got the beacon. So, because of course you also, while it's certainly fun to go on rampages and just destroy bot after bot after bot, you also have to consider it from the practical standpoint of being able to be a good teammate and being able to get beacons and protect team members and stuff. So having that extra bit of health and protection can help buy you the time to change a beacon like that. And from a distance, of course, these things are still reasonably useful. I think, I don't know, sometimes it comes and goes in waves of whether I suck at this game or whether I get on a good roll. But, so I mean, I say that as like a cautionary note, because I'm not always consistent in my ability to play. That's just one of the reasons why I kind of stay stuck in my league for a while. But that said, based off of the videos I've done thus far, this build in particular with the Ansel and the Storm seems to have a bit of versatility to it. I mean, in these last couple clips, it certainly survived longer than most of my other builds. And so I have with us the Taran again. I mentioned it in the last video and showed how I thought that using it with the Thunder kind of defeated the purpose and the synergy of the Taran in the first place, because it already does like a crap load of damage, and it already goes through Ansel Shields, and the primary use of a Thunder is to break Ansel Shields, and if you don't need to break an Ansel Shield, then like you're kind of wasting a heavy spot. And of course, there are other, like, I don't have a Redeemer. That's one of the reasons why I haven't mentioned that yet. I think I have some test server footage that I can pull up later. But I thought that this might be an interesting build to try, because this is actually how I run my Ancilot, as I run it with an Ansel and the Tarans. Now, admittedly, it's helpful with the Ancilot because with the Lancelot's tankiness and physical shields, it's certainly pretty impressive. But this, well, now I don't use this very often, so I have to be fair in that regard. So, like with some of these bots, since I'm not as versed with them, I can do some noobish things, but I think, frankly, if I wasn't being an idiot, these builds would be pretty useful for most players. So, thank you for watching.